4. Unless he's going to do a pro bono, but he can tie you up for the next 10, 20 years.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can. I ain't think about that. Go on.
So,
I just have a link up with what you're talking about now. This is Matthew chapter 5 and verse 25. To link up with this verse too.
Matthew 5, verse 25.
Mm-hmm. Matthew 5 and 25, it reads, this is Christ speaking, he says, agree with thine adversary quickly, whilst thou art in the way with him, lest any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison. You see that? So, if it comes to it, yeah, we can rely on spiritual power, you know what I mean, the gift of the Most High to help us out. But just using wisdom, it's pretty much like we're talking about in the previous verse. You know, don't start something that doesn't have to be anything. You know, just be wise to avoid certain individuals. You know, it's just wisdom, it's reasoning. It's not always a matter of, yeah, I got spiritual power, I can use it against you. You don't always say they use spiritual power. You can just use spiritual powers when it comes to wisdom, just doing the right thing.
Look at that lady who sued McDonald's because she became fat, you know?
Really?
Yeah, years back.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
And they tied up in court and and she lost.
Good. I don't care if she was a Jake, a Edomite, or Elon. That's just stupid.
He was a Judah.
He was Judah?
Yeah, so you know, they got their 10 lawyers and
You know, they shorted her on a couple of toys that she wanted to eat, or he wanted to eat.
She would eat the toys. She's greedy. That's what it comes down to.
Oh man, she wanted to eat the little Jack Sparrow, Pirates of the Caribbean toy. No, you can't eat this, sweetheart.
Michael Jackson didn't die; he was eating.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to read that verse though.
verse 3. Strive not with a man that is full of tongue, and heap not wood upon his fire. A man is full of speech and words and all these things, right? So he could, eloquent and verbose and so on and so forth. So you're gonna strive with him. You just tie up in words and his so-called wisdom. If you're gonna keep striving with him, he just tie you up and put you to shame and have people laughing at you, you know. But he can even ask you 2 + 2 and a certain formula and all this formula. You're like, I don't know. So don't even strive with him. Just not with a rude man.
Let me say this too.
Oh.
And really, it's mainly talking about a guy that's good at turning words against you to the public. Like, you ever met somebody that's a really good gossip or just talk a lot, especially in the workplace? So it's like, here it is. They talking, he's talking, a little stuff about you. And then now you come at him, oh, what the hell was you saying all that for, man? Don't you know that what? Now he got new, it says heat not wood up on his fire. Now he got new stuff to talk to about you because of the way you came at him. Hey, I was talking to Nabiyah. Don't you remember I told you that this guy shaves his armpits? Now don't you know that he got a temper too? And he was cursing at me in the workplace? This guy got no home training. Now you coming at him, you giving him more stuff to talk to you about. So it's just saying a person like that, just, totally avoid them.
Dude, if you ever come to me about anybody about armpits being shaved, you just discredited your own self. No, you gotta take his armpits.
Okay, let's go. Verse 4. Ecclesiastes 8, verse 4. Jest not with a rude man. See? Jest. Be careful with your jest. Sometimes people, run with it. Jest not with a rude man, lest thy ancestors be disgraced. So, man, rude in speech and rude in mannerism and everything. So you're gonna joke with him, and then he's gonna like, like embarrass you. That's how I say it. What do you say?
I was writing something down. What would you say? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, you know, when a rude person who's gonna say anything to his mind, or you know, to attack you, whatever, and then you're gonna put, he's gonna put down you and your ancestor and stuff.
Yeah, I could see that, but also too, just when it says your ancestors be disgraced, I just see that too. Like, you read in the law when it talks about if you do this law, it shall go well with you in the land. You and your children shall be blessed. Just overall, when you do the right thing, you'll be blessed. You and those who came before, those who come after you will be blessed. You'll uphold that good name for those you come from. So it's just like wise sayings. You know what I mean? If you do these things, it'll go well with you. Otherwise, if you do bad things, it'll disgrace your ancestors. Because people say, "Well, this guy's going back and forth, tit for tat for this guy, this rude dude. He knows this guy is rude, full of mouth. Didn't his parents teach him better? So it's like at overall doing the right thing, it'll go well with you. You'll prosper in your ways. That's kind of how I saw the last part when it says, "Let's thy ancestors be disgraced." With a rude man, he's like we were talking about, like you said already, he's quick to take offense. It's something you may say, and you just joking around, ha ha ha. But now he thinks that you're serious. He or she thinks that you're serious.
Verse 5. Reproach not a man that turned from sin, but remember that we all are worthy of punishment. Reproach is like disapproval. How do I say it? That's what I said. Oh.
This is what I got from it. Reproach not a man that turneth from sin, but remember that we were all worthy of punishment. What I believe that is you're going to have some folks who come with boatloads and boatloads of baggages and stuff like that, and they sin like crazy. We can't look at them as, oh man, I like to use these guys as an example because I've seen them do it a lot, like GMS. Well, you're the 2/3 anyway. You're the 2/3. This we're the elect. You're the 2/3. That's why you can't get this. What they're saying is that don't do that. Because see, it's like when that lady who was caught in adultery, and how shall I say, he who is without sin cast the first stone. And nobody could condemn her. Why? Because if you look at it, we're all become guilty of some kind of crime. And the crime that I'm talking about is breaking the commandments. We all, we will at one time become guilty. We'll forget about to do a certain thing. We may kind of get away from pork and stuff like that, but we might pick up another thing. That we're doing. So if we have it in our minds that person could be redeemed, and we have the heart of Yahawashi. Yahawashi is our redeemer. He redeemed us from the curse of the law. He redeemed us from that. He's a redeemer. And if we have a heart and mind of Yahawashi, we should look at that brother and sister as redeemer. As they could be redeemed. I always tell people this. A lot of people look at me weird and strange. And I'm very serious. If there was a woman out there who was a straight up whore, she was a straight up hoe, and she wants to get her life together, I will be a husband to that woman. Why? Because she's redeemable. Why? Because the Most High see me through Yahawashi that I'm redeemable. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't want to rub her through the ground. Well, you used to be a whore. Yeah. I used to be a whore. What was I a whore to? I was a whore of anything that I made greater than the Most High. Yeah. We all played a harlot. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what it's saying right there. Remember, you played your part she's playing her part, or he's playing their part, but just like you had a chance and I'm giving you grace to get it right, I'm going to let them do that too. And you should have a heart like that. Well, a lot of common words, formal words.
Everybody here used to be whores. Is that what it is?
or actually, like, oh, so you were a whore. I don't know you.
We look at you sideways.
Like they do it in churches. I'm gonna get up and sit in the front row. I'm gonna sit close to the pastor.
So I'm coming down.
Nah, but we were quiet because like nothing more to be said on it. Pretty much hit the nail on the head as far as I'm concerned.
Verse 6. Dishonor not a man in his old age, for even some of us wax old. Sometimes that's, you know, people, oh, he's an old man. Oh, you know, all these, sometimes you see these little young kids or some, you know, oh, he's an old man, you know. Trying to discredit him, disrespect him because he's old, you know. But sometimes you see in the papers, even look at those children were disrespecting Elisha. Was it Elisha? And the she-bear came and ate them up.
Okay.
You know, these were like kids, you know. He's an older man. He's, you know, according to these kids, he's an older man. They should have respect. Like a lot of times people say, you know, respect your elders. You know, I'm older than you. Have, you know, give me some little respect. You know. It's old age, so the respect goes a long way. Because even sometimes a lot of us people, you know, trying to, you know, and I hope we get older too and stuff like that. As we stay here long enough, we get older, and we don't want the younger kids to disrespect us.
I just want to read a law, a scripture in the law that deals with what you just brought out. This is Leviticus 19, verse 32. Leviticus 19 and 32. And it reads, Thou shalt rise up before the hoary head and honor the face of the old man and fear thy God. I am the Lord. So we see this being tradition amongst other nations too. But we see it was part of our tradition as far as a person who's elder, someone who's got, you know, more experience, been on the earth long. We would, anytime they come into the room, we would stand up to, you know, show that man respect or show him honor. Just like you see how the military sometimes, how you have a commanding officer come into a room, you know, stand up, salute, you know, and sit back down or stay at, you know, stay at attention, whatever they may do depending on the man's rank. They'll stand up when he comes in. Or there's somebody who just has, you know, respect or authority. Some people come in and stand up, just in government in general. But now this is a custom amongst us to do this, to honor the hoary head. The word hoary just means gray, you know, the gray head. Because while the man is aged, he's seen some things. And scriptures talk about this too, as far as, you know, as you get older, you want to wax in wisdom. You want to, you know, wax strong in experience. But we know with Israel, especially in these days, this isn't always the case. Sometimes you have people who are, you know, old, but they act like children. You know, they're doing all types of vain, foolish activity. It's like, come on now, you're supposed to be an elder. What are you doing? And at the same time, in these days, you got kids, some kids that are like, you know, teenage years, but it's just like, people call him an old soul. Look at that old soul over there. He's real calm, real relaxed. Like he's, you know, like he's seen a lot of things, but he's only like maybe 16 or 17 years old. Real mature for the age. So you see the opposite too. But the tradition it's supposed to be where, you know, the older you get, the better you get. You know, in wisdom and knowledge. Like I said, it doesn't always happen. And then just with the verse as a whole, remember the two great commandments Christ gave us. He said to love God with all your heart, soul, and mind. Then to honor your neighbor as yourself. That second law is so important. It comes into effect with this, because when you get old, like you said, we all do, right? It says even some of us wax old. He's kind of being funny. It's like we all get older, right? He's kind of putting out there saying, yeah, even some of us